Hey, hope everyone's doing well. Welcome back to the Steep. So, in today's episode, we're going to take a look at JWTear or JWTear, depending upon how you like to say it. It's a JSON Web Token utility that honestly I picked up through some training that I would highly recommend at Black Hat. There's a gentleman over there who's teaching an API class that's well worth the price of admission. So if anybody's interested, hit me in the comments or direct message me, and I'll be happy to address that for you. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So really quickly, you can find JWTear or JWTear on its GitHub site here under King's Aubrey. And additionally, I put some other resources up here for you, but one thing to note, it is a gem installation package, right? So you will want to do gem install JWTear. Now, if you do this as your lower level account, please be advised that that's going to drop it into your .local bin path. So if that's not already in your execution path, it'll need to set that. So if you want to make it available to everybody, then obviously run the sudo command. So that's what I would strongly suggest is go ahead and do that. Once you've done that, and I'll just kind of show it here so you can see it again, you'll see that it's successfully done. Now you can just which JWTear, and in this case it's under the user local bin. So if you're not familiar with JWTear, it does have a quick help guide that will give you some detail, and you can also go out here to the Aubrey site and take a look as well. It's got a use statement as well as some syntax and how to kind of sample use the plugins and anything else there that you may want. It does have a wiki, which I think is great. That's one thing I'd like to see more tools do more of. But long story short, we'll just be touching on the parse aspect today. So a couple other references for you. If you're not familiar with it, JWTsecretkeygenerator.com generates secret keys for free. You can come over here and kind of plug that in. So just bear that in mind. You may have to mess around with this a little bit just to get some additional syntax going or some additional tests going for yourself. But straightforward, pretty good. You can also Google, but just be careful because DevGlan, for instance, redirects to some pretty obnoxious malware-infected sites. So if you do elect to use AI, just please make sure you're being careful with it. The only other thing I would suggest, and I'm going to go ahead and close this tab now, is if you're not familiar with JWT.io, put that on your radar. That's freely available as well, and that's a great encoder and decoder as well. And we're going to steal this particular JSON JWT, right? So that's what we're going to be using today. So enough of that. Let's get to the nitty gritty of it. And let's step up here. So the syntax that we're going to need for JWTear is parse to actually parse that token, and then -t for the token itself. And then you want to pass that full token string in. And again, I'll let you do some eyeballs comparison here, but just really quickly, what I like to do is just kind of validate the first section as well as the last section and make sure that this is copacetic and it ends in QV30, and it does. So once we've done that, we can go ahead and hit enter, and it does its magic. And the beautiful thing about JWTear is it's going to present it in a format that's much more legible. And unlike JWT.io, which is actually online, if you're working with any type of sensitive data or client actual JWTs, JWTear does not put this up into the cloud. So again, nothing against JWT.io. I'm sure they're very reputable, but I particularly, when I'm working on a client engagement, I don't like to spread client information around the internet as much as I humanly can avoid it. So anyhow, long story short, this will go through and give you a bunch of detail, right? It's going to tell you the algorithm that was used. It's going to tell you the type of JWT. It will give you subscription name and issuance, right? So here's when it was actually subscribed or issued, and here's the timestamp as well as far as expiration goes. So again, you can compare that down here with respect to the sub as well as the IAT. So, and if you're not familiar with these, right, it's going to tell you about subject refers to the subject. Issuance is when it was issued, and expiration, which we don't have on this particular string or this particular key at the moment. Which is fine. Ideally, you would see an exp field here as well. That would tell you how long it's valid through. So as you start to work with this, just be aware, and you'll see some more things, especially when you're working with actual live data. All right, enjoy. That takes care of JWTear, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have a chance to use it, and let me know in the comments. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next episode. Take it easy.